Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Secret versus TNC is going to be the game that we're starting the day off, and what a game to begin the day with. We've had some fantastic Dota so far over the last 2 days of the group stage here at TI9, and day 3 promises to be another day full of spectacles. We're starting with Secret TNC. I'm Odie Pixel here with Fogs. What can we expect from this series, right? Secret looking pretty hot, looking not too bad at the moment here in the group stage.
It's casual for a puppy.
Kind of a good start for them here at TI. Yep. TNC sort of on the middle ground, but definitely a team that you can never write TNC off. Even against the teams like Secret that are yet to lose a game, there's every chance that TNC could take a game off them.
Oh, for sure. It's all just depending on what kind of drafts we get and how comfortable TNC is playing around that one. Because I was sitting next to Heen a little bit inside of the other room, and they were very confident in their picks, but sometimes it just didn't work. Like, they had an idea, they tried it, it didn't work. That's like what the group stages are a little bit about, right? It's like, you don't want to risk too much, but you want to make sure that your ideas do work if you do make it to the main stages. So I saw them doing like some PA versus OD and stuff like that. I saw them doing like anti-mage versus Sanking. Games didn't end up working out, but they have their ideas. So we'll see if they can bring these ideas versus Secret.
I mean, going against Secret, what as a team do you think you got to think about the most? Like, who are you most scared of? What sort of strat are you most scared of? What are you saying to the team if you're like, right, we're going to play against Team Secret. They're pretty much winning every game. What have we got to focus on?
Oh, man, I wish I knew the answer to that one. I would
probably
be
worth a lot of money. Yeah, teams would they pay you a lot of money if you knew the answer to that.
Yeah, definitely, it's tough. I think you just have to. I think you focus on them a little bit, but you have to just focus on your own game and play your own heroes. And that's TNC. They have Heen, right? They're going to be focusing on themselves mostly. So if you start thinking too much into Puppy's brain, I think you're just going to get trapped.
Sure.
You're going to just think like, wait, what role is everything going in? Oh my God, we're mind gaming ourselves too hard. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a draft. We'll be able to get it on your screen and see how this goes down. TNC ready to challenge Team Secret in this 2-game series, and we'll see if they've got it in them to take potentially a game, maybe even the 2. Who knows? We've had some upsets here so far in the group stage, and today could be the beginning of an upset against Secret. TNC, as I say, definitely a team that you would consider having a good shot at taking a game off them.
You still have to be, I was saying, you have to address yourself mostly. Don't address Secret too much, but I think you still do have to remember, watch out for the cheese, right? Puppy, you have to be careful a little bit for these. Right away, we see the Kunkka ban, we see the Alchemist ban. I think that's already a great setup. You still have to watch out, of course, for the Broodmother that could inevitably come out from Secret, but I like this already. Taking out, I think Elder Titan also, we've seen this hero is like, seems like one of the best heroes in the tournament as well. Super dominant. Been picked a lot, so his win rate probably doesn't reflect how good he is, but yeah, teams are really, really liking this hero. And I think Secret can run it in multiple roles. I do think both Puppy and Yapsor could play it. And I wouldn't even throw Zai not playing that one, too.
Yeah, we've seen it in the past. We have seen it in the past, the Zai AT.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, I was going to wonder if they take the ST2. Obviously, one of the supports that we're seeing a lot here in the group stage. It's removed alongside Mirana and Chen by Secret. So TNC, what sort of opening do they want to go for? I said I'm excited to see TNC because we haven't got to see our TNC ourselves, right? This is the first game that we're going to be jumping in with TNC.
That we are
group stage
casting? Yeah, I mean, I've watched so many games in the other room, so I'm just like, wait, did I cast
so much? So yeah, we haven't casted TNC firsthand, so very excited to see what they do. And you know, first game of the day as well, so they would have had a lot of time to prepare for this series against Secret.
Yeah. You know, I kind of want TNC to just pick, I know it's a hero that we haven't been seeing a lot, but I want TNC to go back to Earth Spirit because Tim's is, of course, a godly Earth Spirit that we know.
He's one of the best.
And Earth Spirit has a 100% win rate so far at this tournament, 6 picks.
Well, because that's the thing, we don't, okay, that is more than we've seen sort of previously, like qualifiers and lands coming into it. You know, Earth Spirit wasn't as crazy of hot of a pick, but there's no reason why it wouldn't be. It wasn't necessarily nerfed too heavily, was it? Did Earth Spirit get changed in a way that made a lot of teams stray away from him?
No, he just didn't. He's not as strong as he once was. And oh my God, they're actually opening up with the Invoker already.
There we have it. First pick Invoker now.
Ooh, the flexible picks. You have no idea where either one of these could go.
Could we see? We've seen what Liquid and OG. They've done the support Invoker.
And Newbie.
And Newbie. Okay. Has Secret done it?
What? Yeah. Yapsor played it.
So everyone's doing it.
Yeah, Yapsor. So remember they ran the tri-lane. Okay. They had tri-lane with CM Invoker and.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus, I can't remember what the last hero was.
Literally everyone is doing the support Invoker.
3 teams at least. Yeah.
Well, 4 teams, right?
Was it 4?
You said Liquid, OG, Secret, and Newbie.
Liquid? Did Liquid do it?
Maybe Liquid didn't.
I don't think Liquid did it.
Maybe Liquid didn't do it.
I don't think Liquid did it.
Maybe they'll do it today.
Maybe.
Maybe they'll do it. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, very flexible opener, right? We saw Yapsor play the Tiny yesterday.
Yep.
We've seen a couple of core Tinies as well throughout this tournament. Invoker, we've seen him mid. We've been seeing him support as well. So yeah, a little bit flexible picks here, even though I'm kind of thinking that that's gonna be. Actually, we don't know. We can't actually assume anything.
You don't know? And obviously picking it first, it's highly likely that they leave it open to go in whichever role they feel fits best. TNC, they'll double it up with the Grimstroke. Always a fan to see that one. Still think that's one of the strongest supports available. And you have that Ogre, a lot of single target that's going to get doubled up.
Yeah.
You're going to have the double Fire Blast down the line, get that out. He's going to have 2 heavy nukes that are going to be duplicated by the Soulbind.
And it's a great hero to throw Inkswell on. You're speed, and you're in the front lines always, so he's able to connect with that one. This could be a dual lane, potentially, for TNC if they want to be able to go for something that's a lot of pressure that can come out between these two, if it is a 3-position Ogre. But they could still just throw that Grimstroke as a 5.
And I've got a dumb question for you. Seeing as it's 9 AM in the morning, nice and early, how does multicast work with Soulbind?
It only works, it doesn't double, right? I don't think.
So you're saying you cannot multicast on the second? I think you surely
they
can,
individually
but it's
multicast.
yes. It's an individual.
So if the first one multicast, the second one has a chance to multicast, but it doesn't. It's not like if this 4x multicast, this one 4x multicast.
Sure, and if the first one doesn't multicast, the other one can.
The other one can multicast.
That's how the game should work.
Pretty sure about that.
That's how the game should work.
We found some crazy interactions in the last few days that we've been really enjoying, at least for Dota. So
we'll definitely get to see it in action this game.
Yeah.
There will be many times, I'm sure we'll see some Fire Blasts laid down.
The fun one is with Ignite, with his W, because it goes everywhere. It casts the second one, and then they all fly all over the place. The second one spreads as well.
Everyone's covered in fire.
Yeah, everyone gets covered up in fire. So that can be a pretty cool one as well.
I like it.
Yep. I like Grimstroke quite a bit, too, versus Invoker. It's just annoying, right? The Phantom, in particular, can be pretty obnoxious versus an Invoker.
Yep. I was seeing Secret coming out with Lifestealer ban. Actually, we're seeing quite a lot of Lifestealer bans, I feel, here in the group stages, which is, I don't know, felt a little bit surprising, seeing as Lifestealer wasn't necessarily the carry that... Well, it was, and then it wasn't. It sort of fell out of favour. But a lot of teams, I guess, drafting in ways that Lifestealer would be very strong. Obviously, you look at Secret's 2 openers, and Lifestealer just ruins both of these heroes.
Yeah. I like the Slark band coming out there from TNC. They have Ogre. They have the beefy frontline hero. You're going to be able to build up those S and shift stacks, so do like that taken out here. Grimstroke also doesn't really fancy playing versus Slark too much. The Phantom can be, great because you can't dispel it with the Dark Pact, of course, but you attack so fast, you're able to take that one off, and you can. Yeah. It's mostly versus the Ogre, though. But
next bound for Secret.
It's gonna be.
See if there's any other big heroes they want to take away from TNC. I guess because the Ogre's shown, you're not worried of a Doom Grimstroke.
No, that seems dead. I haven't seen Doom.
Dead.
I don't think at all in this. Has Doom been picked?
We've not seen any of the games, at least on the games that I've been able to catch a glimpse of during the day. No, maybe there was one game that sort of sneaks past us.
So they banned both. They banned both the Jug and the Lifestealer. So both the heroes that can just
get out of the Invoker combo.
Yes. So I think this is probably YapzOr's Invoker then. Yeah.
I think it looks to be with the way that they're banning.
Unless they want to make it so that the core Invoker just has a better game overall too. So it's still flexible. We still can't really make a full assumption. We'll find out soon. Which roles these are all going to be put in. So not just yet, but soon.
Obviously the Puppy CM.
They ran that before with the support Invoker. That is the one that they had with it as well. He loves the hero. Really does. Works well whenever they can play in the tri-lanes as well, that I've seen. When they did do that Invoker CM +1 tri-lane. I was like, this tri-lane looks weak. And I actually talked to Insania from Alliance, and he's like, that's exactly how we thought. We were like, their tri-lane looks weak. Let's fight it. And it actually wasn't really that weak. It ended up being a bit stronger than I think people had originally thought. I love being able to talk to the players about all that. It's super nice having them being very open with all of us.
TNC, third pick. See if they get themselves more to sort of combo with the Soulbind, more single target damage, and see how they want to sort of, what sort of approach they want to go for with their carry lane.
Do they just pick?
Because they know that Secret's likely to be throwing these heroes against them in that laning phase.
Yeah. Do they just pick their other support and then just make the Ogre the offlaner here, and then they hide their other
cores?
It's like all about hiding cores right now. It seems
the Ogre's probably going to be offlane anyway.
That's what it feels like. But it's like this draft right now. I'm looking at it. It's all about hiding your cores. Yeah. Like we don't know what Invoker, we don't know where Tiny is just yet. Ogre, we don't know just yet.
I mean, we have seen some mid Ogres, right?
Did we?
In like one, Fada played it.
He was offlane though, I think, didn't he?
Oh, did he end up going offlane?
I think so. So there's the other one.
They take the double chain frost, yeah.
Oh, we haven't seen that in ages.
No, not the double bouncy balls. Oh, I love it.
No, and that's also
double chain
an
frost.
Ogre with Lich Armor also is pretty scary. With
and Lich
double
Armor
buff,
and Inkswell just running in, invincible, boom.
So the one thing is Tornado's really good versus both of those. You dispel both.
Oh. Oh, don't tell TNC. Don't
dispel the armor.
They don't know. They don't know.
Tornado's really good versus both, though. Yeah, the
Inkswell
true. As well as that Lich Armor can be dispelled from the Tornado, which is really nice. Even Bloodlust. Invoker can dispel all of those with a Tornado, which is really strong.
Well, just don't get caught by the Tornado.
Yeah. Low.
That's the plan.
Okay. So Lich. What carry are they wanting with the Lich, then? Because the usual is gone, right? The Jug is the big one that pairs up with the Grim and the Lich.
Oh, well, so were you thinking about more heroes that can go in with the Inkswell and the Frost Shield, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
thinking. Good melee hero that can just charge in.
Because you need someone, now they don't have anyone who can, so the other cool thing is, right, they banned the Lifesteal and the Jug, and these are the two heroes that if you are Lich Armored and you are Grimstroke buffed, you can't get Tornado purged.
Well, I feel there's kind of an obvious one.
Yeah, what?
The Void.
The Void for TNC.
The Void for TNC.
Versus the Invoker as well, right?
With the Time Warp.
Time Dilation also very annoying.
Chronosphere and Double Chain Frost. My friend, that's a dead team right there.
Could definitely be a possibility.
I'd like to see the Void.
One EMP, though. That's the one thing. Is it goes both ways with Void versus Invoker.
Dodge the EMP.
Yeah. Void versus Invoker goes a little bit both.
You're going to have that Time Warp cast range. You're easily able to duke it. At that point of the game. Obviously, before that, you're going to have a little issue. But then when you get that talent, you'll be golden.
So, Secret, what are they going to reveal?
Yeah, let's see. They do like to leave Nisha's pick for last a lot of times, don't they?
Yeah.
So maybe not going to pick the carry now. Maybe, which obviously will then give a pretty clear indication of
we're going to get information
who's playing what and where the lanes are going.
I mean, we're only locked in one right now, right? Puppy's playing CM.
Yeah. I mean, they do have last pick, so maybe they want to save mid 1-0 too.
Oh, is Puppy playing CM?
Wait, what's going on here? So we got
So that's core Invoker now.
So this is 4 support lineup from Secret.
Wait, what?
Who's playing what then, Giannis? What do you?
I think it's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be a core Jakiro.
I think it's Yaps or Jakiro. I think it's Puppy CM. I think it's mid 1 Invoker, and I think it's a Zai Tiny and last pick Nisha right now. You're right. That's probably most likely.
Right. That is the most normal in the terms of Secret.
I feel like I saw. Did I see Secret play a Jakiro yesterday, and he was super farmed? I think I did see Yaps. Someone was playing a Jakiro that was like incredibly high net worth.
It was Secret, and it was a Yaps.
It was a Yaps.
Okay. Jakiro.
So yeah.
It was a Yaps or Jakiro that. We were sort of taking over in farm.
That's the assumption right now. That it looks like that's the obvious.
No, yeah, that's at least what we'd expect from Secret going from what we know of them. But Secret have always surprised. And I caught it. I told you.
What a
look at that.
Genius.
Boys and girls, it may be 9 AM, but my brain's turned on. At least some of it is. Void is so good.
Yeah,
TNC knows.
great pick.
My man, he knows the strats. It's GG. TNC, well done. You've
old school combo, right? You got the Void, you got the Lich.
You got to avoid the Lich, and as I said,
on top.
You're going in, you're standing EMP on top. I'm telling you, you got that Time Walk, you're out of there.
There is a lot of disable for the Void. That's one thing, right? They do have a lot of ways of just locking him down, but
it would have also been very OP in Secret's hands if Nisha got it. Void Invoker, Void Jakiro. So they're also taking it away from Secret here with that pick. I like that. TNC's smart.
It's very nice, yeah.
They're smart.
So what's the pick going to be for Nisha? They ban out the Lina.
What do they go for? Last pick TNC.
So that looks like they're making sure that Invoker has a good lane, right? Banning out the Lina too. It's also another really good pick that they've played. Armel does really like that hero quite a lot. Also works well with the Grimstroke. Great synergy. Man, Lina would have been a really nice pick for TNC.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Lina wouldn't have been bad, but they don't want it because you know what they want. You know what they want.
What are you thinking?
They want the Outworld Devourer.
That's exactly the one I was thinking.
They want the OD in the mid.
We're on the same page.
You got the Void setting up. You got a lot of buffs. You got Bloodlust. A lot of ways to keep the OD safe and strong.
Yeah, that's literally the same one I was thinking of. So
I'd like to see the OD for TNC.
I think that's the one that's standing out for me, at least for Armel right now.
Yeah, it's one of his best.
Their objective taking is a bit low right now. So what if they?
They're gonna pick up. Come on, OD, dude.
OD. That's the one that's sticking out for me as well. But yeah, what other ones could there be?
Armo does like his quap, but I don't think you go for a quap this game. I wouldn't like to see the quap. It's tempting when there's a Void on your lineup. I'd like to see the OD.
Ooh,
but sniper.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm fine with that one. That's a lot of fun.
Double assassinate.
Double assassinate. Oh my goodness.
So it works really
well. You gotta watch out. People gonna die.
So their frontline Ogre right? Ogre is their big frontline beef to protect. Void as well to jump in, zone away from Sniper. He's squishy, though, versus Tiny.
He is.
And that's
but Tiny's got to get to it.
Right?
So we think it's going to be a core Tiny, so he's going to have a good blink timing, sure.
Is it a side Tiny? What if they just put Zai and Jakiro and then Yapzor still just playing Tiny?
Well, is there any cheese that Secret can finish with?
They need something that gets on top of this Sniper.
Yeah. Spectre?
Yeah. Oh, and you're on fire. You got on fire.
Spectre. Yeah,
so quick one.
That's the one to get on top of them. But
it's Yapzor Invoker. It's Yapzor Invoker.
It is. Okay, so who's playing what and the rest of them? Yeah, so Zai Tiny.
Mid one Tiny, and then Zai Jakiro. Dude, oh my god.
No, I think Mid one's played Jakiro in the past. Mid one has definitely had a game. I remember one of them. He's doing it again here.
God,
he's doing it again here. I told you, bro. Mid one Jakiro. I can't remember when it was. I feel it was like back at one of the minors. We saw Mid one play Jakiro.
So did he win that game?
I want to say he did because I remember it. So I feel like I wouldn't remember it if it was garbage. I think I remember it because he won. I remember him playing that. But this is exactly what I want to wake up to, and I think everyone in Twitch chat and watching on whatever watching sites you are, you're going to agree. This is exactly what you want in the morning. TNC with the right banger of the draft, Void, Sniper, all the combos, and then Secret with some smart stuff, some new stuff, some little bit of revisited stuff. So we've had mid-one Jakiro in the past. They're bringing it back, and let's see who's going to take it.
Wow. Okay,
I think it's going to be a close one.
This is an interesting one. I'm like, TNC's got a really nice draft,
but
like
I
like TNC, right?
I prefer the TNC draft, but
it's Secret.
It is Secret, and they're going to have that edge as they're pretty flawless in the performances so far in the group stage. But TNC's lineup,
it's very strong.
It's definite. It's got some good ideas behind it.
I'm a little worried for Armel is the one thing, right? If Tiny gets off to a good game and then they can just freely jump into the backlines and kill Armel over and over again, their damage could have some issues. They have to land the Grimstroke and the Lich combo pretty much perfectly. So Grimstroke is being played as a 4, and I think we've mostly seen it been played as a 5, except for JRX yesterday, where we saw him playing like 3 position in Grimstroke, and he went for the Aghanims build early. But yeah, we haven't seen the Grimstroke Lich combo too much because people started falling out of favor of making Grimstroke a 4 position rather than a 5. So, all right. Let's get it going.
And I'll be interested to see what sort of build we have Nisha going for, because there is always that threat of Grimstroke getting the Ags right. Getting the Dark Portrait of a Spectre is always going to be very nice. One of the better heroes to do it on.
Much later down the lines, though, right?
Sure,
like JRX was giving full farm priority in that game.
That might happen this game.
He had a tree and protect.
Tim's
I mean,
I guess he has. Get out my lane.
He has an ogre.
Farming.
Maybe he kicks Cuckoo out of lane, right?
Yeah, Cuckoo gets a Midas. He doesn't need to hit creeps. He's just going to multicast Midas. Well, we'll see.
Can they protect their safe lane is the one thing I'm looking at for Secret, right? There's an ogre. Every time we've seen this ogre, the ogre +1 beats the crap out of the safe lane to a very strong portion. And it was Secret when Nisha was playing that Arc Warden versus the ogre where he died, what, 6 times? They ended up winning the game, but the laning phase was rough.
Let's have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, TNC versus Secret to start your day or end your day or wake you up in the middle of the night, wherever you're watching around the world. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope this one entertains you. And with these picks, it certainly should. Should be a lot of fun between these two teams.
There's going to be so much battling up top. I can't wait to see this. This is going to be great. So like we said, the big thing to watch out for is really like the Tornadoes in particular in the early game versus the Ink Swell as well as that Frost Shield. Just being able to dispel both of them when they make aggressive plays. Kind of have to watch Yapzor's positioning a lot whenever he makes moves to defend, in particular, the tri-lane. As it looks like they're actually making Nisha go to the off lane as they're expecting this aggressive move from the Ogre. Which I think you have to now.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the lane where you're getting covered in ignites.
I mean, they also have a ward down too, so they see the Ogre, but yeah. You have to assume that the Ogre's up there anyway. So they're doing the tri-lane with the Tiny, so lots of different instances to work well with Cold Snap. Yeah, he's stepping up. Toss back.
There we have it. Cuckoo, he's a tanky man. Is he tanky enough as this level 1 Ogre? We're going to see his Yapzor Puppy do try and beat him down. But indeed, as an Ogre, a bit too beefy for Secret to quite
Another toss back. Oh, Zai, so close to getting it. That one could potentially be a kill
if you get AU back, they would have certainly had it. They would have had the slow up and the CM, and Cold Snap would have been back up in 5 seconds. So, yeah, AU able to keep himself out of harm's way as he gets out of it. Puppy quickly going down towards the bottom to form the dual lane, help out Nisha. As he'll be farming up against Gabby. And we'll see how long TNC keep that tri-lane together, or if indeed one of those supports will head down to help Gabby out.
Yep, they're going to be going for toss-back plays constantly on Secret up top. This is just, we don't want to be pressured super hard. We're going to try to just eat your pressure by pressuring you guys as well by going for these, because you have to be very careful. Like, Tim's gets tossed back, he's probably just dead. Cuckoo, he can still survive unless they get some like really godly body blocks. As the tri-lane is broken, they send Lich bottom to make sure Gabby can get some farm and also pressure Nisha as well.
Just going to be able to keep Gabby more than safe against these two. Any sort of threat on Gabby, was going to have the time walk, and with the frost shield buff to keep him safe. Just AU himself has to be a little careful.
Wondering how this mid matchup is going to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
I've never seen this matchup.
If Sniper can sort of play the range game, it should be okay. But at the same time, if those dual breaths come into play, mid one can mess with the CS and make it a lot harder for Sniper to get those early last hits.
His eye has to be pretty careful up here. It's still such a strong dual lane from TNC. The damage coming in between these two is very high for this very low armor Tiny, as you know, YapzOr does have the Ring of Basilius picked up early on, so.
Yeah, anytime that nuke connects, it's just going to bring him right down, and only so much YapzOr can do on the early levels to keep him safe.
Yeah, but the important thing, right, is that the Spectre is not up there eating that pressure. He's bottom free farming. He's 10-1 last hits already, so that's the main goal that Secret wanted to accomplish with just this little lane suggestion that they had going on.
So the rune will be an invis down bottom. See if anyone's able to make something happen with that. Yeah, going to have the CM. He's going to be able to grab it and see if he can head towards mid. Does get spotted out by TNC's warding, so Armel will start to play a lot safer in the mid lane. Top lane, a bit of a go on to Tim's. Cold snap in an attempt to chase him down. Kuku's able to slow them down with that blast. Good nuke there. Brings YapzOr down very low. Kuku won't quite be able to find him. Kuku trying to turn for the bigger kill on Zai, but Zai with the toss back will be able to separate TNC from himself. So Zai is able to get back and under the cover of the trees. Mid lane Puppy still hanging around. Said Armel did have vision of him picking up the rune. This movement from Puppy, though, is leaving Nisha very vulnerable. Oh. That 2 points in dispersion will keep him safe, though.
Did he stout block as well? I think he might have.
Back up top, another attempt onto Kuku with the cold snap. Zai punching into him. Kuku turns with a blast again onto Zai. Stops any sort of combo from coming out.
So that move from Puppy, it hurt Nisha a little bit down bottom, right? Especially if he had died, it would have been super painful.
That would have been massive.
But he actually helped mid one a lot. Mid one was losing pretty hard in the last hits, and he's caught up entirely now.
A bit of a trade here. AU trying to go for Nisha, but it's a bit of a bait because now Puppy's turned up. We'll be able to turn and hit back at the Lich.
He's going to have another nuke in a second here on Puppy. Does he go for it?
One nuke won't be quite enough, no. Yeah, AU able to get far enough behind the tower.
Yeah, and he has a salve as well, too, on AU, so he's going to salve the clarity up and still at least be...
Yeah, he can maximum efficiency.
Yeah, poison
that heal being nice and low. CS in that bottom lane, as you can see, 16 for 4 on Gabby, 15 for 1 on Nisha. Very close between the two carries. The mid lane matchup, Armel, 12 for 7. There's mid 1, 11 for 5. Again, very close. Pretty much even farm between the two of them.
Because of Puppy's rotation. Yeah, mid 1 was like, he was quite a bit, but he was like 5 and 3 or something to the 8 and 5 of the Sniper. So that move from Puppy, like I said, yeah, helped mid 1 quite a bit. Let's help out that lane as we see the courier is it delivering some regen? Yeah, Nisha has all his regen, but mid 1 actually calls for it first. He's like, okay, never mind. I was like, it's already at Nisha. He's got his Tangler skill to keep sustaining down bottom as Cuckoo up top, getting gone on. The toss back far.
Not quite under tower range though.
Tornado.
Say Cuckoo, he's still an ogre. A very beefy one at that. And that ring of regen as well, giving that extra little bit of a boost to HP. He can withstand this abuse that Secret is sending his way. I'm interested to see what the build's going to be from the two carries this game. What sort of route Nisha and Gabby are going to go down with their builds.
Yeah, it does look it's going to be like the Soul Ring for Nisha, just so we can get that farm going. Puppy. He's got a mango. He's going to be able to get that one. And that's the first blood.
That is. Puppy's able to get just fine AU out of position.
And it's the bounty rune spawning right now. Gabby, he has to
try
force himself forward.
Let's see if he can take any of these Gabby. He's not going to be able to grab that one. Nisha, a little bit quicker with the fingers, will be able to pick it up.
Will still be a 2 for 2. But they get the first blood. Puppy, the solo kill. As they bring a lot of regen down to the bottom lane with that first courier usage that I was talking about. He gets his boots now on Puppy as well. As top, I mean, Zai's still farming really well versus that pressure lane. He's actually having a great time. 30 last hits in comparison to the 19 of the Ogre. So, yeah, this dual lane that they put up top has done a great job to absorb that pressure.
Yeah, not as quick of a start for Cuckoo.
Yeah, mid-win's still doing great. 17-9, 21-12. Still Sniper favorite, but yeah, not too bad for Jakiro. As I'm sure Paul you know, Red Eye probably losing it right now as he does not like the core Jakiro.
Mid
one.
And this is why.
Big
He's
dive.
getting dove here. Mid one. Will turn. Assassinates out.
The fairy fire.
One more right click. He
The
needs
fairy
it. He's not
fire.
going to find it. Mid one's in the trees and he lives.
Oh my god, and now Zai rotates into
And
Armel.
there's the turnaround. They found AU. They'll find Armel as well.
Fairy Fire. He lived with what, 9 HP, 8 HP, maybe less? Fairy Fire, and then instantly pops the salve as he turns the corner before the Frost Shield ticks hits him. And it doesn't actually connect on him at all because of it.
Oh, what a play there from mid one.
What a rotation. 4 heroes collapse.
Yeah, coming in, making sure that not only mid one stays safe and has the time to duke it out, but also the possibility to turn around and get those kills. Have a look at this again.
Look at this, the Fairy Fire.
Have a look at his HP.
Watch this Fairy Fire. 250, 240, 170, boom,
Oh,
6 HP.
Ooh, that was close.
And the Frost Shield wears off as he turns the salve on.
I felt that.
Beautiful play there.
Assassinate.
Oh, and
Not
mid one gets the best spawn possible for himself here as Jakiro. He gets the Prowlers. So he can use Macro Pyro and Prowlers and farm
Easy
that
Ancients.
Yep, easy Ancient farm for Jakiro at the 6-minute mark.
What's he going to go for? Does he just buy Arcanes for himself as a mid-Jakiro?
I'm wondering if he wants to tank up, if he wants to go for something like that Veil or something.
Oh yeah, Brown Boots Veil could certainly be a thing for
it's like,
Jakiro.
Does he want Veil? Does he want Atos?
Yeah.
Does he want Mobility? I'm not too sure which one he's going to prioritize
Gabby.
this year.
He's got Time Warp back up. As he will be able to jump himself far enough away.
The Atos is probably unlikely, but like Yule's is also really good because you're playing versus Void, so it's good at catching, but also good to remove time dilation.
He's just got a lot of catch for the rest of his teammates.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Go focus on other things. Cuckoo does get his mana taken out by the MP. He's got the stick charges. We'll be able to get one more stun out onto Zai. Another nuke. They'll try and chase him down, but mid one's coming with the rotation. Dual breath down onto Cuckoo as the 3 will surround the Ogre. Toss up from Zai and Cuckoo will fall. Secret able to keep Zai safe. Mid one coming into the neighborhood to make sure that that trade favors them.
Yeah, Veil sounds pretty solid, but yeah, we'll see. Mid one hasn't queued anything still. But yeah, nice rotation. Mid one just walked over from while he was farming.
Maybe he's saying he wants some Midas. It's like, dude, I'm doing pretty well.
I mean, maybe. That's also definitely a possibility.
That gold.
Definitely a possibility. We will find out as he's been given the top lane now as we see, you know, Zai rotated out and
nice double stacks here from mid one. Keeping that efficiency high in the jungle and laying down the macro pile. Look at that easy farm, this man.
He's going the Atos.
He's played a fair few Jakiro games.
Okay, so he's going I think the Atos is because he's versus a Void. It just gives you that extra catch.
Sure.
That's going to be really nice.
It is a nuisance for Gavin.
Yeah. I was wondering, I think it had to have been one of those, the 3 big items there for him. Unless he went for Midas, which would have been also a possibility. As they TP mid, Zai with the bottle, heals up mid one a bit, and they're immediately smoking. So they're looking to make some plays. Looks like toward the top, but maybe toward mid as well, as Armel, if he shows his face, he's pretty easy to die.
If they can just toss mid one on top of him, mid one can get the combo off.
Oop, smoke broke.
Yeah, they're going to see him. Armel straight into the trees, yeah, did just sort of catch a glimpse of him by the tower. Zai won't be able to sneak up on Armel for now. Armel keeping his position safe.
Gabby the big winner out of all of this though still. Gabby top net worth, 3,500.
Yeah. Free farm down bottom.
Yeah. Nisha not dying, but not getting that equivalent free farm because he's been being pressured quite a bit, especially because Puppy moved out of the lane a couple times. Let's top the chrono.
Oh, there's the surprise move. Gabby's up top.
The multi. Goodbye, Yapso.
Oh, Cuckoo taking the kill though. Gabby wanted that. He wanted that. He made a long trek for that from bottom to top.
He'll pressure tower though with the Bloodlust. As mid one looks like he's trying to force in mid a little bit here. On the trade.
Gabby build-wise treads into Maelstrom. It's going to be very nice. As you mentioned, Bloodlust being skilled up.
Yeah. Having
that Bloodlust with the Maelstrom on the Void early on is going to allow him to do a lot of damage in those Chronospheres.
Allow him to farm a lot faster too, right? Just with Maelstrom. Yeah, that's what you want to be able to do. Just farm a little bit faster than Spectre is mid one.
He's found a bit of an opportunity for a solo kill here.
And he burns.
Burning down the Frost King. 10-minute runes are up. See how the bounties are split. 1 for 1 at the moment. Looks like it will just be the straight 2 for 2 top lane. Gabby going in. Whoa, everybody's coming. Get out of there, Gabby. They're all TPing in. He's got another time warp. We'll be able to jump across the trees, but they get the toss on a Puppy. Jump him in on a Cuckoo. Cuckoo turns with the multicast stun. Gabby comes back in. They're trying to kill our Puppy. Puppy goes for the ult. Will be silenced by Tim's TNC though. Still with the successful escape. They'll get everyone out. They just baited out a 3 TP rotation from Secret. I'm going to say that TNC's pretty happy with that one.
Definitely. That was instant rainbow TPs coming out from Secret. They were expecting that dive to come forward for sure.
I mean, that was so quick. I mean, is it, as a team, is that the more saying, right, we all need to go? Is that everyone just going and then, oh, we maybe didn't need to all go?
Maybe they thought they needed everybody in order to just go for that, because it was 3 heroes.
I mean, it was Gabby diving the tower.
It was Gabby.
It was the carry.
Yeah. They have a shrine available, though, we saw. TNC, they back up, use down, everyone's fully restored and able to continue this pressure.
But hey, yeah, successful bait there from TNC.
Yep.
And Gabby's going to soon be able to make a play again. He's even got the chrono at bottom. Nisha, he's trying to go in onto AU and Cuckoo. Tower gets denied. Cuckoo will be able to take that tier 1 away from Secret.
Oh, AU, he's 10 HP. Nisha, gotta commit.
Cuckoo's still alive. Frost shield. Nisha, he's got him. He's in, one more touch will find it. They're still trying to see if they can find Cuckoo as well. Also bringing in Yapzor. Cuckoo's got to stay on the run. He's got to keep running. Wait, as he will manage to make it away. Yapzor not quite able to close the gap, even with those Wex balls out.
Yeah, he makes it interesting. I swear I saw Nisha had a ring of regen at some point in the laning phase bottom. Now he doesn't have it.
He had the ring of regen queued for purchase.
He had it in his
inventory. Did he actually buy? Maybe he bought it and then sold it. You know, he just
I guess he must
temporarily held it at the side shop for a quick heal.
Yep. Armel mid. Dive forward. Zai.
And they got the soul bind out. Armel will fall, but it's a great chrono for Gabby. And they got the damage to get the kills. They'll definitely get the one. Chain Frost is out, bouncing onto the second. As they'll get Yaps up, they'll get Zai as well. Now Gabby jumping in, see if he can get on top of Puppey. Puppey will be able to get out of the way. So a 2-for-1 trade. Secret diving a little bit, and TNC capitalizing on it.
Both teams are matching each other's speed and pace at the
close.
moment here, just constantly making the moves. Anytime someone is looking to pressure one of the towers, everybody's keeping in to defend it.
It is close, pretty even net worth. The only difference really being in terms of how it's split up is that Yapzor is sort of taking a bit more, but that's sort of balanced out across the board with the fact that Gabby is just, he's that far ahead. He's about 1k ahead. In fact, up top, here's the quick play, silence. He's taking swell. He is, and he's too tanky for them to kill. Zai will be fine with that bracelet.
Yeah, 15 armor as well. You know, you can't ever forget about Grow, how strong it actually does make Tiny when you're making those little aggressive plays. But now they're bringing another rotation up. Armel, he has Treads and the Midas and Bloodlust, so he does pack a decent punch, even though he doesn't have those usual carry items just yet.
I'll just see what Gabby's going for the tankier option with the talents. We'll favour the 12 strength over the 15 damage this game.
I think
definitely
that one's
the more sensible one, especially when you're playing against these high magical burst heroes.
Yeah.
Top lane Zai. This time he will fall. They're able to peep him down with the extra damage of Armel sitting on the back lines.
Mid lane, the instant TP's coming out. They really want to defend this mid tower.
Tim's is in, but the root is out. They'll focus towards Tim. Silence is out onto Puppey. Gabby focusing onto him with the help of Cuckoo. Lands the Monicast stun. Puppey is trying to run. Gabby, if he gets one more bash, there it is. It'll do the job. Puppey's dead. TNC able to get in, keep their tower alive. Is it low enough to deny? It is. That's going to be
deny.
2 tier 1 towers being denied by TNC. A lot of money taken away from Secret potentially.
Yep. Very nice setups. You see them, they're prioritizing defending tier 1s. I think we've been seeing teams doing that more and more so, and throughout this year, it's been like the defense of the mid tower. Been seeing a lot of people talking about that. As Nisha's Kuya Midas on the Spectre as well. So we've seen that quite a lot now on these Spectres. Just it's about like your levels as well.
We did.
As just the gold.
It's going to be sort of a lot of a different Midas game from what you may have seen yesterday from OG.
Yes.
Where Anna got the Midas. Anna got 6 minutes. It's a little later than 6 minutes in this one.
To be expected. He was put in the off lane.
It was a hard
because
lane.
They didn't want to be pressured. So.
And you know they're ready to play for the long game, and I think TNC they're sort of happy with that as well. They're running a Void Sniper. They don't mind if this game goes on. And
we could definitely see us like a 60-minute plus game of crazy team fights coming out between Voids and Spectres. So,
I mean, yeah, obviously a lot of that is going to be on the Spectre for the because TNC they have the Void Sniper. This is a very scary lineup to go up lane again.
Yeah, and it is a mid one Jakiro too, right? So it's like that hero can. What's the scaling potential really on this hero? But they do also have a support invoker who we saw, especially
step up into
MSS when he was playing with Newbie, when he was playing support invoker yesterday. He hit 25 and he was doing so much work, even with Cataclysm. And you're like, support invoker cataclysming, like that's pretty devastating. So, you know, late game, it's pretty hard to look at it. I think TNC's I like just because Void's easier. Void's like super easy to play, but Sniper just dies to Haunt. So you know, we have to see how the fights will go down because it's really going to be up to execution.
But in terms of scaling, TNC, they've got the mathematics are behind TNC. They have an Ogre with a Midas. You've got the multicast. They've got a Sniper with a Midas. He's got that cooldown reduction. So as Midas efficiency goes, TNC's is going to be through the roof.
Especially because one's a multicast. Dota Plus right now is favoring Team Secret a little bit, but that's, you know, the Spectre, right? The Spectre factor always is going to be one of those.
They love the Spectre.
It does really love it. And they do have, you know, the 9-kill advantage. They also have taken 2 towers.
I feel this is a little secret bias, though. I feel you look at this game, I would say it's probably 60-40 the other way.
I feel it's, I feel it's pretty even right now.
You cannot underestimate the Sniper Void and the way that they, I don't know, we'll see. But it is Secret. The Secret, as we say, are doing pretty well here in the group stages.
Nisha changed immediately as we were talking about the Midas. He's going to be going for the Manta rush as Tims gets tossed back. Zai with the Blink Dagger reveal. And they're going to be able to put some pressure. They have a catapult down here, and they have mid one with that max liquid fire. This is dead tier 2. They also have tabs of Gabby here right now. They have this Eve ward. Gabby will be okay. But yeah, looks like Nisha wants to be prioritizing just jumping in, taking fights. The Manta, also very good item, of course. On Spectre, always going to be super nice with your Desolate. They're going to have the double Maelstrom, double Midas. Lots of damage going to be coming up from TNC for sure with the Bloodlust as well.
I think TNC are happy just to farm at the moment.
Yeah. Secret, they're the ones who are definitely going to be looking to hunt. They've got a Haste Rune on Tiny, they've got the Blink Tiny. They have Tiny and Jakiros too at their core, so they're just like, Nisha, we're going to make all the space in the world because you are a super carry as expected.
Sure, but you know, as you said, because he's going for the Manta, not Midas Radiance, it is more of a build where he's expecting to fight and get in there rather than sort of play the more passive play on a Spectre.
I mean, it's very Secret, right? They always want to be fighting.
Yeah. So far 10-5. TNC, they've not really given up that many kills. It has just really been Tim's getting caught out by the secret movements, whilst the two carries farm away very happily, both Gabby and Armel, staying at the top of the net worth. And Cuckoo's going to start climbing up there with that Midas.
They're all building, looks like they're all queuing up those BKBs next time. Yeah, all 3 cores have queued up BKB on the side of TNC. I mean, so they're looking for a timing window.
They know Secret's going to be hunting for a fight. They want to be prepared.
And they know that
BKB just ruins Secret's
Look at Secret's draft, exactly. They have their physical damage is not going to be online for like ages, honestly, like for another 20-30 minute Spectre. He does do some, but it's not really what Spectre's jam is. You're not all about your physical damage. You're all about like your damage, your magical, and your little pure that comes out, of course. Yeah, Absor. Still hunting though. Spirit Vessel was finished. A lot of extra damage that come up. Great ways to be able to catch the Void as well. Here they go with the Atos.
Try for Gabby. Throw pretty much everything down here. The burning mana, but he still gets off one of the Time Walks. Pops the stick. He's still burning in the Macropire. Will get tossed back into the Tornado. Gabby will fall. They get the big kill on the Void. Also finding air on the backline. Still now start to move in. Nisha tries to go forward. Will be silenced. Backs away. Doesn't want to dive the tier 2 tower for now. Ice Path won't quite catch them. Nisha watching from the sidelines. Doesn't want to go down off the cliff. Dagger still on cooldown for now, but they get that Gabby kill. Now Zai behind the tower finds the opportunity to blink in. Toss back Cuckoo. Cuckoo's going to go down as well. Armel will be able to snipe Zai in return, but Puppey in with the ult. He's melted down a fourth as diving. 4 are dead. Yapso tries for the blind tornado. Armel makes the read, heads towards the top tower, but Secret striking hard. Getting 3 of them, 4 of them in fact out. AU's just respawned. But they make that quick play, the play that they were certainly gearing up to go for.
All because of this Atos build that Midone has gone for. They'll be able to get that far set up onto the Void there, even though I think Zai made a little bit of a hiccup there, right? He didn't actually get the stun combo off while he was caught, so he was able to jump back. And then they also tornado during the tossback, so there was a little bit of mis-synergy there coming out from Secret, but you can see how strong they really are right now because of how much magic damage they're dishing out.
A quick 1680 damage in 13 seconds from Puppey, just being able to lay down that ult. Uninterrupted. That's starting up to jump up to that 2k lead.
Yeah. You really are understanding now why TNC wants to get those BKBs online before they
Because you get the BKBs and those sort of kills, they just don't happen. No. You're not going to lose anyone when the BKBs are on.
Look at the wards by Secret they've got out right now. Just so much deep vision, being able to watch everything the TNC's setting up for right now. TNC, they're set up here behind Armel. Secret, they do want to fight. Mont is not available.
He's going to get the toss back. Onto Cuckoo underneath the tower, but he's been buffed up by the Frost Shield. They have the Rod of Atos. Macropire back up as they'll look to burn Cuckoo down. With the Tornado, no escape for Cuckoo. Cuckoo will fall. Ice Path from Mid-1 also catches out the Void. Root will finally end, allowing Gabby to time. Will come to the high ground. Zai turns. He's got the combo, the Avalanche onto the 3 of them. Gabby's low. Gabby's dying. Gabby's got one more Time War. Can he get away? Another Spirit Vessel's down. He'll try and turn, but he's already dead. They've lost Gabby. The Soulbind. Chain Frost combo is out. The Chain Frost bouncing about, but it's only going to kill off Yap, so everyone else in Secret is still alive, and they team wipe TNC.
Oh my god. the way that they're just diving forward relentlessly to get these heroes of TNC. Nisha's just diving toward the backlines, and they have so many different things to poke from far away from.
And it's the amount of damage and control that mid one's offering is the Shakira.
Yeah, he really is.
It's just, it is impossible to play against before they have the BKBs.
Yep.
TNC's lineup is very vulnerable at this moment before they have them, and Secret know it. They're pushing the issue. They know they have to keep this up, Secret, before those BKBs are out, and they certainly are. In fact, Puppey diving in towards the tier 4s. They killed off Cuckoo.
Did you look at Puppey's items so far this game? He has phase boots, a chainmail, double brace. Like, he's just going in.
Nah, that's a strong,
he's gonna die
strong
this time.
CM.
But they're just diving forward and punishing TNC. They're not able to get their spells off. Gabby has to be more careful with his positioning in these next few fights. I feel like he has to be the backliner completely now in this void. He gets caught by one disable and he's just dead. So now, I think farm the BKB before you try to go for any of that.
How close are we to the Marmails? Just about a recipe away, and same to be said for Gabby's Void. So they should have them for the next fight.
This one is so nice. You see the tornado clips Gabby, and mid one with no hesitation jumps forward to make sure they can get that cash. Nisha commits forward, and then Zai, he's already hunting for the backlines to go for this, so they can continue going for this pressure forward. And TNC, they're all just caught together. Everyone's clumped up and caught by everything there by Secret. Secret playing it very aggressive here because,
can they find one more fight before the BKBs are out in the course?
You know, that you have to think, and you look at all those Midases that TNC built up, and you have to imagine that Secret's probably like, hey, they're going for all these Midases.
Oh, yeah,
we have to. Yeah, that's why they're playing
to play this fast.
That's exactly the reason why they decided, hey, Nisha, don't go for Midas yourself. Go for Manta. We're just going to bring the action to them, and then they're going to have a really tough time since they went for this double Midas build. And Nisha, he's going to be going for the Diffusal Blade next with that Manta, so getting on the back
90%. It really likes Secret. 90%? We'll see if that 90% stays there once the BKBs are done on Armel and Gabby.
Well, the win probability goes based off of a lot of things, right? They have 4 towers down or 5 towers killed already too, and they're winning 20 kills to 8 with the Spectre lineup. Cuckoo does drop down as well as he steps up too far, but yeah, I mean, they have so much map control coming out from the side of Secret, it makes sense. And with the Spectre going into late game, we've seen how dominant that hero can be. As yeah, they just continue to roam around as 4, looking for these constant kills. As TNC, they just can't find any.
Diffusal done.
Support life is going to be hard. Do they have saves for themselves yet?
They got any glimmers?
They have a 4-step and no glimmers, so they're both looking pretty dead to Haunts quite easily.
Oh, Gabby. He's been found.
Uh-oh.
He's got the BKB, but it's on its way over to him.
The 2 supports of Secret.
They're going to easily kill him off. Gabby caught out a little too far outside of the base.
My God.
A Secret continuing to play fast. They're into the Roche pit as well now, Secret.
They've got the medallion, right? The medallion plus the Manta with the Spectre, so that Desolate damage plus that medallion. Yep, they're going to be able to bring this one down at a pretty fast pace. It's 30 seconds. No Void. Can TNC throw anything to at least slow them down? It doesn't look like it. They're gathering, trying to smoke. They do want to try. He's dying too fast, though. They're not going to be able to get in time. He's going to get it too fast.
Maybe a lucky shrapnel steals the kill, but it's not going to be the case. Secret, get Roche, and Aegis is there on Nisha.
Jeez. 5k gold lead here for them. It's TNC. They have to make something happen now. BKBs are out.
They've got both of the BKBs.
Yep.
They do have the damage. They get the Chrono into a Soulbind Chainfrost. Bloodlusted Void. I don't think damage is going to be an issue for TNC at the moment.
Yeah,
it's just about landing the combo, getting the BKBs off. They can have a good shot at a team fight against Secret, despite Secret having this 5k lead.
And they have to make sure that they get it and they use it immediately. Because if you Chrono and your Grimstroke and your Lich don't get their spells off and Spectre is able to haunt, he's just going to kill both of the supports, and then you don't really have that much damage inside of the draft. It's just going to be the sniper actually peeping from the back lines. And Secret, they've drafted to be ready for that physical damage. I see Yapzor, he's building toward the Lotus, obviously versus time dilation as well, but look at Puppey, Medallion, Phase Boots. Look how much armor all these heroes have. Everyone is starting to really tank up on Secret to deal with that damage that will be coming out from TNC soon.
Puppey. Poke at Puppey. Gabby doesn't want to make the jump for it.
So there's 1670 HP on this 5-position Crystal Maiden. TNC all grouped up here. They're really trying to hunt for something here on the bounty run. Kind of baiting it here. Gabby will walk over and pick it up. Zai still sitting on the sidelines here. He's going in.
He is. Zai jump forward. He's trying to nuke down AU. Out comes the Horn. They're trying to jump in for this. Gabby turns, looks towards Zai, starts to punch in. BKB's now going to be popped by Gabby. Looks for Zai, will get the kill on Zai. Now turns Nisha, trying to commit onto Tim's. Buyback comes out from AU. They get the Fire Blast multicast out onto Nisha. Nisha pots the Manta. He's getting peeped by Armel. They've taken the Aegis out of him, but Gabby's got to be careful. BKB's worn off on Gabby. Backs up towards the tier 2 tower. Cold Snap causing some issues, but he's saved by the rest of his team with a Frost Shield. He'll be able to get out of there. They get the Aegis. They get Zai, they only lose AU.
And they didn't have to commit Chrono, so they still have it for the upcoming situations.
This is how much the BKB turns things.
Yeah.
No longer can Zai sort of go for that jump in and start and confidently get the kills without the worry of this commitment from the Void just turning things around. He can put the BKB, start punching into Zai, next thing you know, Zai's gone.
They're using both of them. No, they actually didn't.
Just
Armel saved his.
Oh, sorry, just Gabby's, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty important that Armel also saved his BKB there, because the 10-second BKBs are going to be super crucial in this game. If you're playing versus this massive amount of magic damage that can get to the later stages.
Cuckoo, 72%. But obviously the gold earned is fine.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to worry about the efficiency when you have the multicast.
It's true.
You hit it 4 times and you can use that Midas whenever you want it.
Yeah, and he was dead a couple of times too, so they're actually giving Puppey Puppey's actually giving priority of farm for a little bit here. He's actually taking he took like that whole mid wave a couple times now, and he gets the GPM talent too. This is gonna be a really farmed Crystal Maiden. They're gonna have 5 cores on Secret, or at least 4 cores, and maybe Zai gets left behind from Dust.
See, that sentry that's just been placed will be revealed there. Cuckoo. Still throw the ignite out onto Yapsol.
The tree throw onto the courier. They're gonna know there's a ward up there now for sure.
Yeah, TNC show there's a sentry, but Secret will show that there's an Ops ward.
Yeah. Worth it though. I'm sure Zai does not care. I'm sure the team doesn't care about losing a ward there for getting a courier like that.
Well worth burst of gold for them. Yeah. Mid one closing in on his Hex. 2000, he has the money for the staff.
Oh, you see that double farm right there? Just that. Ooh, nice.
I was going to say, mid one, you know, he knows the angles to run in the jungle as a Jakira.
All about efficiency.
Yeah. Constantly making sure that everything is melting down a couple of stacks at a time.
Yep. And the crazy amount of damage that comes out right too with the spell amp talent and the dual breath.
Just get a quick pick on Tim's. Tim's trying to push out on his own down bottom. Zai with the DD. So no chance for the Grimstroke as Zai collapses in upon him. And Puppey has now got the blink. This can look to get in the favourable positions for his big freezing fields.
Yeah, they're all farming. Well, on the side of TNC, they have, 3 cores farming pretty decently, but everyone on Secret is farming. So, like I said, they're going to have to probably deal with 5 core positions at some point in this game as they commit forward. Tower is only at 80 health already here in the mid lane. They're actually forced to glyph it as mid one starts throwing the liquid fire. Once this tower goes down, they can just back up and look for the shrines as they throw that last liquid fire. It's dead. And they can continue this map control that they've been doing.
Just continue to build that gold advantage. Keep the pressure on TNC.
So we see Nisha queuing up the Eye of Scotty rather than going for the Heart that we've been seeing a lot. I think the Scotty has its very good benefits versus those BKBs. He's able to slow them versus it, and also super good versus ranged heroes, as we've been saying so often. Ranged carries get completely destroyed by Eye of Scotty.
Have they got anything else ready to keep the sniper safe? With just the 4-staff and the Glimmer? Okay, and the Glimmer.
They've got a Glimmer now, too.
4-staff and Glimmer.
And they have a pipe as well on Cuckoo, so that could help a little bit, too. Yeah, they're really going to have to protect Armel. They're smoking out themselves. They've gotten themselves the Mjolnir. They've got the Glimmer, like you said. A couple item timings as they want to make their way out. They have no information on the map at all for TNC. This is pretty much like we need to smoke out to get wards out because we don't see anything. And Secret just keeps forcing in every single lane. So they have to try to find something.
And it's got to have a nice time for them to go to. Yapsol, he's not got any charges on the Spirit Vessel. And Gabby with the Time Warp duration, cooldown reduction. Talent is going to feel pretty happy jumping around without him to worry about. Oh, popping the BKB, but that's a whiffed Chrono. Oh no. Oh, Gabby putting the oh no in Chrono there.
Oh, that's.
Oh no.
That's really devastating.
That is. No Chrono for Gabby.
That was their whole last few minutes of planning to making moves out, getting wards down. They put the ward down to be able to get that catch, they don't.
It was quick reactions.
Yeah. And now
from Zai. Very nicely done from Zai there.
They force a full defensive BKB, a TP out, and yeah, it quickly just jumps onto the Lich. AU just dies, and AU bought back earlier, so.
He did. He's dead for quite a bit of time, 70 seconds.
Yeah.
They do still have a tier 2 on that top lane. But yeah, no Chrono for this defense, and Secret know it.
This is really getting out of hand now at this point. Look, this Nisha now has the 500 health talent too. He's about to have his Eye of Scotty. This is a 3,200 HP plus Spectre. Look, he's just going to be running into the back lines and killing those squishy supports. And he can actually stick on the sniper now with that Eye of Scotty slow that goes through. And like we said, it's a ranged hero, so Scotty is so strong. 45% slow for those 3 seconds.
As we can see, Puppy may be buying a lot of eyes for himself, but he's still keeping hot in the ward game.
For sure. I mean, he hit 15 pretty early,
Nice.
so GPM talent, he doesn't need to worry about it.
Making sure he's got money for himself and the team.
He's farming Ancients.
That's for Zai now delivered.
3 cores of Secret farming really well. Same with the 2
TNC's
supports.
heading out to this area.
They don't have their Chrono. They don't have Chain Frost either because Lich is still dead.
30 seconds until Chrono's there. You will be able to TP over if he feels the need to join them quickly. Secret, they're not all here as the full 5. Yapsaw pushing out mid. You've got mid one working on the bottom lane.
Feel like
Nisha in the jungle. They're just going for max farm efficiency. Secret cleaning up the whole map, whereas TNC are having to move around as a 5-man unit.
Yeah, I really do feel like TNC is feeling quite desperate now at this point in the game. They're not able to get anything on the map. They know that the map control is completely on Secret's side, which means Secret just keeps getting all these bounty runes. They keep getting everybody super farmed on their team. They're going to need some dream combos coming out from TNC. Some big Chronos into some huge soul binds and chain frost combos, but Secret has not really allowed them to do so at all in this game to set up multi-hero Chronos. As yeah, with the gem on Yapsaw as well, they're just keeping that map control consistent, so TNC, they can't really get vision out on the map at all. They have 1 ward on that high ground on the left. And actually they did have one in the mid lane too, but yeah, very limited vision coming out for them. There's Secret just running around and farming. Nisha's just playing, he's like, alright guys, I'm just farming my side of the map, you know, I can just haunt in. You guys just keep pushing all 3 lanes in.
One's next time as he's queued up as not necessarily the item you normally expect to see a little later on, but the Ether Lens, very much value on a Jakiro.
Yeah, super good.
Every spell benefits. You've got the Hex and the Atos that's also going to be very annoying to play against.
Yeah.
And mid one just being able to catch people from a mile off and always able to sort of sit back and make sure he's got something to throw into the Chrono if there's situations where Gabby maybe has already used the BKB and then goes for the Chrono. He's got to make sure that he has that BKB charge ready for when he commits with the Chrono. Otherwise, a lot of problems are going to be thrown his way.
Yeah. As Secret, they walk out. They're going to clear out this. They get a moment there to go onto this high ground here because that high ground is still a little bit scary. It can be. So they walk up. They know that there's going to be vision there. They quickly take that one out. There's 1 ward left now in the mid lane there for TNC, so still pretty blind. Scappy. So the TP Zai. Does he get him in time? Does he find AU? Nope, doesn't find either.
Great escape. They'll get out.
I mean, I thought Zai might be getting overtaken a little bit because of how much space the Secret supports are taking, but no, he's also still just transitioning completely. Ags, he's got the crit now too, and oof, it's looking just harder and harder for TNC as they are finding no opportunities at all in this game.
Yeah, definitely one of the ways that can now annoy the Void, even if he's BKB'd and gets a good Chrono. If Zai's not in it, trees are going to be thrown the Void's way, and he's going to have to sort of duck and dive around them.
A lot of damage now coming out from Secret in both ways. That's the physical damage that they were kind of lacking. Now Zai's going to be able to provide that one as, what is it, 16,000 gold lead, almost a 20,000 experience lead, and Dota Plus is continuing to tick up. We got a 94 now for that Dota Plus, as it just, yeah.
But
it's looking at the map control, the way Secret's playing it, it's definitely feeling so.
But a good Chrono. A good Chrono, with the BKBs, TNC absolutely have a team fight in them that could shake this game right up.
Are they going to have enough damage, though, to deal with this, though? Like, Nisha's starting to get pretty damn beefy. I see
they need the Silver Edge finished on Void.
Yeah, instead of going for that Aether Lens that you're talking about on mid one, he's actually switched to Aeon Disc. So that's the protection, one of the best items in the game.
The Chrono counter. Yeah, the Chrono counter.
So, all right. They're preparing themselves just in case they do get caught in those Chronos. Armel is still very farmed. He is, but just the heroes that they naturally have, they have the Spectre versus the Sniper, so it just makes it so much more difficult. Secret, they're hunting. They've got these items they just picked up.
TNC also going for the smoke. They'll go for the wraparound on mid. See if they can catch Secret by surprise. Secret be too aware of the exact positioning. Pings are coming out. They do expect that TNC is at least on the high ground, but TNC are actually hunting in the jungle of Secret.
They're smoking to set up like in the back line for the bounty rune. Maybe expecting that Secret would be on the high ground there and they get a wraparound on them, but they actually don't. As Secret, they're making their own aggressive play onto bottom already.
They're showing themselves. It's just tier 3 starts to get pushed down by Secret. TNC will be able to get themselves the 2 bounty runes at least with that movement. Going out of their way just to see if they could have caught Secret maybe setting up for the top bounty runes themselves, but not the case. Secret elsewhere on the map. Yapso nearly with the Ags complete.
Roche next on the menu, full BKB, yeah, Nisha. So that combo that we were talking about, in particular for TNC, now going to be much more limited because they do have physical damage, but a lot of their damage is coming out that's magical. Sniper Maelstrom, Void Maelstrom, they have the Lich and the Grimstroke, so that BKB on Nisha is going to counteract. High majority of it is able to get it off before the Chronosphere does hit. Gabby almost with the Silver Edge. But how much of a difference will it even make?
The question is, does he want to get it over buyback? He may kind of need it if they want to have a chance of actually being able to kill the Spectre, but it is so hard. You're unlikely to find the Spectre in the Chrono unless you can bait that Haunt out first.
And
otherwise,
if he gets,
he's not going to be on the front lines.
And if he gets BKB off, then I mean the damage is going to be, it's just not going to be enough there for TNC to kill that Spectre. And I think, yeah, holding, like, the thing is, like, you have to think, it's like, do you hold buyback? Because also Roche is up. You have to always play around that as well. That most carries like to save their buyback when Roche is spawned.
Such a lead now for Secret. 17,000 gold lead. And the carry Void is fallen heavily behind. Gabby is not able to keep up with the pace of Secret's 3 cores. Armel the only one that's able to stand toe-to-toe really at the top, thanks to that cooldown reduction in his Midas.
It's just cool, calm, and collected here by Secret. Not trying to make any type of mistakes, just playing it extremely safe. Start looking to this Roche pit here. Starting to poke and prod, force TNC to react. Immediately you see mid one. He's like, alright, we forced them here. We forced them toward the Roche pit. I'm porting bottom really quickly. Gonna start pressuring this lane. Force a reaction because this tower, it's at half HP already. And Jakiro can do that split push with the Liquid Fire. Starting to inch themselves forward here on Secret too.
TNC wanting to react to this push that's going to start coming in bottom, but at the same time wanting to stay, sort of being able to control and contest the Roche area. The Secret are doing their best attempts to split TNC up and force TNC to make these decisions.
I feel like TNC's been on their side of the map for the last 20-25 minutes of the game, right? Secret's just continuing this control, not giving them any breathing room.
What's Puppy got flying up?
Just some words.
I think he's still just building up the gold.
Yeah, a lot of gold saved up on Secret at the moment.
Oh, good.
Just be careful. Armel still super farmed. Hurricane Pike finished up also, the MKB on the horizon.
Secret's going to go back into the Roche now. Start to poke away at it. Let's see what TNC's plan is going to be. Shrapnel's out.
They're just sticking on the high ground. This is the area that they want to try to take a fight. They want to force Secret there to get a big chrono. But Secret, they're not taking the bait. They're just still playing their own game. They're just playing farm the 3 lanes, farm the map. Don't walk into that little area that TNC is controlling. As the Silver Age is done, they also have bought their own gem, so they are looking to protect Gabby if he does commit forward to look for any type of jump.
700 gold off buyback though. So Gabby has to be careful. Ideally wants to probably try and find that level 20 as well before the next fight. Having that Time Walk cast range is going to be pretty huge.
Man, he's getting so under-leveled. He's level 18, and I click on...
his game has slowed down. They've not been able to make any plays with the Chrono.
Yeah, look at the supports of Secret. Level 19 on Yapsor, level 18 on Puppy. So these two, they're higher level than the Faceless Void, the carry of TNC at the moment. And there's the full Aghanims now for the Invoker.
Yapsor's combos are going to be very scary.
Yeah. Very constant as well.
The duration of the BKBs is everything for TNC. They've got to get as much done as possible. Puppy scouting out for Tims here, but Tims will force himself back up to the base as soon as Puppy shows.
Bottom, they're starting to set up here. They might want to try to look for a kill. They actually catch anybody though. Secret, they all have these blink. Everyone has a blink pretty much on Secret, right? So if you do jump forward on Gabby and you look for Chrono, you have to be so wary that you're like, I have to make sure that their blinks are cancelled or that I can't do it like out of vision somehow. Because
he's got the Silver Edge.
Yeah.
So, but then again, obviously sentries are likely to be placed around Secret anytime they go for a push. Still hard to catch them by surprise from the Invis.
Yeah, because what, they have the three blink daggers. Yapsor had to go for prioritizing other items for himself, but then Nisha doesn't. Nisha's like, all right, I'm okay with if I get caught inside of Chrono.
We've got DD here as well for Secret, if they wish to grab it. And Nisha, he wants it.
He's almost level 25 on Nisha now too. That dispersion's really going to be causing more issues too.
6-0-8. This has been another game where Spectre's just been granted all the space in the world thanks to the play of his teammates. And it shows in his items. Absolutely huge at this point of the game and very hard for TNC to deal with.
Yeah, how's our current gold? All right, yeah, Jakiro 5,000, Tiny 4,500, Sniper 4,500, and then 4K on Puppy as well as the Spectre. So they're still banking for a lot of items and banking pretty much for the buyback around the Roche. That's in particular what Secret is. In case anything does go wrong, they will have all their buybacks available to fight around it with a full set of extra 4 heroes. Whilst TNC, they don't have all their buybacks still. They are saving for a couple. But they do have the important ones. The Void as well as that Sniper do have their buybacks available now. But Secret,
they've got this.
They've got away with it.
They've got this Roche. TNC not quite set up this time to contest it. Bit of Roche taken, Aegis and Cheese. The Secret.
So that's, you know, what teams always talk about. One of the big ways to counter Chronosphere is an Aegis. Now they've got it, and they're just, they're so tanky.
A lot of counters. Aegis. These are the buyback, Horn, Cheese, Eon Disc. It's a lot.
And surprisingly, when they pick up the Aegis, and during these last few moments, there hasn't been a kill in like the last 10 minutes, it's actually shifted 3% toward TNC.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that.
kind of
so
weird, right?
What sort of mathematical equation it's worked out where it itself considers the curve back? And as I said, there's definitely the percentage where TNC hit the stream combo. But I don't know if it necessarily got better for TNC in the last couple of minutes.
I feel like their damage is still just going to be limited, but maybe just because the high ground defense, they're like, all right, now we're getting to the point where Void Sniper high ground defense, right?
I mean, it is the point. It is true. It's definitely hard for Secret to necessarily just throw themselves up a lane. And we see that. You know, Secret are focusing on just growing and growing the lead. They're not trying to push the issue. They know that they've got full map control.
Yep, they've got 5 heroes farming. But so the TNC, like they're starting to actually get their 4 cores as well online. Grimstroke with his GPM as well as now level 20, he's starting to become pretty farmed. Just the Lich that's totally out of it. It's not going to be able to get that.
Nisha tries to poke on Gabby. Gabby is able to get away with the Silver Edge before the Nullifier attacks him.
Uh-oh, Gugu, he's outside the base.
He's getting slowed down. Look at the damage being done. Isha's on top of him. Another 4-star. We'll get Cuckoo further back. That will be enough to save him. Keep themselves away from Secret. Secret unable to find the kill.
Oh, Mid-One had an Aether Lens queued up before, and he had 6,000 gold. He bought a full Dagon 5.
Dagon 5.
With the 8% Spell Amp talent, too. It's going to pack a punch. Sniper, not the tankiest hero. Void, not the tankiest hero.
Dagon for the Dragon.
Grimstroke, not the tankiest hero. Lich, not the tankiest hero at these points in the game. Like, this Dagon's really going to pack a punch. Now they claim this high ground here themselves. They still have the Aegis and Cheese too, so this is where Secret's feeling more and more confident to push this one. Mid-One actually surpasses the Spectre in net worth too. That GPM talent, of course, kicking in.
My man.
Yeah, 150 GPM, right? He's also incredibly 3-0 and 12. He's had a flawless game so far. After that one Fairy Fire play in the mid lane.
Against this lineup, is he going to take the Macropire Pure and Pierce's immunity?
The other one's just so good. The other one's just
if he lays it down in a chrono, even with the BKB, then Gabby can hardly stand and hit people if he's in the Macropire.
He might. The other one is an objectively better talent, but I guess I could see the argument for it. I don't think they need the Macropire Pierce immunity damage, though. I think just having that extra lockdown once the BKBs start ticking low is just way too good. I mean the Ice Path versus those low BKBs. I guess for TNC,
they're probably feeling, well, we really do want to try and hopefully wait until the Aegis is gone. They're not going to go looking for a fight, and it seems a Secret they're still not pushing it too forced. They're not running down a lane. They are opting to just continue to farm up.
It's still the fear of high ground defense. There's a Sniper. There's a Chronosphere. Everyone's bloodlusted in the back lines. You can't get in there too easily. Sure, you have your Blink Daggers to get in the back line and to dodge those Chronospheres, but it's still hard. Yeah. It's still tough.
Secret just sort of waiting for maybe one of TNC to head out and make a mistake, but TNC, they're not doing that. They're keeping it pretty safe and reserved on the high ground.
He walks out here, but he's speedy.
So there's nothing more than just a poke.
they're scared to commit something there because they're like, all right, do we Chronosphere a Tiny and then we don't have Chronosphere and they just push, he buys back and pushes or something like that? You have to be very, very careful here if you're Gabby, how you use your Chrono, because yeah, like they have so many different methods that they could just buy back and look to end the game without a Chrono. Or if they don't kill the target that's Chronosphere, Devastation will be great. Push forward here, Secret.
Oh, he gets forced in. Aggressive force onto Nisha. Gabby trying to focus, puts the BKB. Time Walk moves the damage. Can they kill him off the once they can?
Okay.
Aegiscon, he still has the cheese.
Gabby had the BKB. They dropped the Chrono.
He's going to try for it. In fact, it caught Mid1. Mid1 tried to jump in. It's caught both of them with a soulbound. Mid1's dead.
Nisha will be able to back off here. He moves the cheese in, but Mid1 blinking in there aggressively.
He blinked in, and the Chrono caught them both. Nisha now pots the horn, looks to turn. Going in onto Armel. Armel's dead. He has buyback available if he wishes. Now they'll turn, looking towards Nisha. Can they kill him off? He's a tanky boy. Pots the Manju. He's on top of Cuckoo. Armel and Cuckoo both with buyback. They're holding on to it for now.
Oh, the tree.
Buyback came back available for Mid1, and he will buy back immediately to come and rejoin Secret on this mid-Rax push. There's no buyback for AU. Mid1, Atos, force stuff, tries to get him away, but with that reach there from the fire, it's still burning down Gabby. Gabby looks to turn. Puppy's diving. He's taking tower hits. Puppy's dead. They'll pop the fortification and start to continue to push Secret out of the base. Buyback comes out from Puppy. He wants to get back in.
Gabby.
They've got their Hex on Gabby. Gabby's nuked out. Instead, drops the gem as well. Gabby has buyback available. Secret focusing back towards the Rax. Armel sitting back. Nisha moving in onto Cuckoo. Loads of swords upon him. Soulpine will force them to back off for now.
As soon as Gabby bought back, they started to reset here, back up a little bit.
They don't get the Rax, but it is 3 buybacks, 3 core buybacks forced out of TNC. Secret only having to use the 1 core Mid1 and the support Puppy buyback.
Yep.
So overall, of course, still a net advantage for Secret, continuing to grow.
Armel has to be really quick on his BKBs now. As we saw in that last fight, he just got jumped by Nisha. Nullifier, doesn't get the BKB off. Nullifier, Diffusal, gets right-clicked a couple times, and he's just dead from that Spectre. So Armel gonna have to be a little bit quick-fingered on those BKBs, even though it's not like the best scenarios to do so. As Secret, they're still looking to go for these fights. They're all TPing down bottom. Gabby has to be careful. TNC.
Gabby.
Yapso's just running in.
He is. They found him. They got the silence, but Gabby's been hexed. He's been ice pipe. Gabby's in trouble. They're trying to force it back, but Zai's already queued out the 2 of them. Gabby forced again. Will be able to get himself away. The same cannot be said for Cuckoo. They're on him with the nullify. Cuckoo does not have buyback.
They've got 2 dead for quite a long time here. The Void and the Sniper, those 2 big cores, the only ones alive for now. Tims does use the buyback.
31k lead now for Secret.
They might just force this in. They have the Haunt available too.
Very careful how they get on top of the Gabby. He's going to try and go for this. He's popping the Chrono, the BKB. Can they kill Nisha off in time? They got a lot of damage with the break. Gabby, Time Walk just in time, gets himself out of there and kill Nisha. Buyback, Hort, he's straight back in the game. TNC rushing back towards the fountain. 4 stuff on Armel, but out comes the Cataclysm. Armel is dead without buyback. They kill him off. Zai also finding Tims in the fountain, and GG is caught. Secret will be able to close up this game 1. Took them a lot of time, 48 minutes. But they will manage to seal the victory.
That's what we call discipline, right? You can see that TNC, they still pack a punch. Their heroes still do quite a lot of damage because of that bloodlust, because of that high ground defense. But Secret, they've got the buybacks. They farmed enough to just be able to have such a clear advantage that they have so much gold on everybody that they're able to take this one away with their pretty much a lineup that turned into a 4/5 core position.
It really did.
For Team Secret, because of the way they farmed and took over the map.
And it worked out. Again, Secret showing something a little bit new, at least here in the group stage, bringing in the Mid1 Jakiro, and it looked pretty hot. Mid1 having a great time, and just overall, yeah, great composed play from Secret, not leaving any opportunities to slip up. The only one slip up being that time where Mid1 blinks in, gets caught in the Chrono, but other than that, a very sort of robust performance, no mistakes made from Secret. And they sort of had to, TNC, they really did respect the TNC high ground defense.
Absolutely.
With the Chrono availability. They played so safe that there just never really was the chance for TNC to have that opportunity to hunt for the big Chrono turnaround.
But they all just got so farmed, right? Like, even in those last plays, we were like, oh my god, Nisha's doing so much, Mid1's doing so much. And then you see Zai, he does a tree volley, and he just instantly kills the 2 supports. So every single one of them just doing so much damage, and just, they're doing their roles. And, I mean, even above their roles, right? Because they, 3, 4, 5s and everything like that, all transition. But, yeah. Incredibly strong game there from Secret, as expected, as we've been seeing pretty much every single time from them. Yeah, this one was just firm map control from start to finish.
And I think TNC had the right idea with the draft and approach, but Secret just played it a fair bit better.
They punished the Midases.
Exactly. They got ahead early. The build was spot on from Nisha. 714 to get that Manta defusal first up. Not something you'll see a lot of Spectres do. I feel in that situation, some Spectres will still say, well, I really want to get the Midas and the Radiance.
Yep.
Nisha knew that was not going to be the best situation this game. And 7-1-14 all around. Say Zai 10-4-13. Some pretty impressive stuff and a big old Puppey CM.
Yep.
One of those sort of good old standout signature performances from Puppey on the Crystal Maiden. So we'll see, TNC, can they bring it back in Game 2? Secret are the ones to take the lead after this Game 1. We'll see what else Secret's got up their sleeves. Maybe some more surprises, some more new heroes to come. We'll find out after the break. Don't go anywhere. Secret versus TNC Game 2 will be on your screens in a few minutes.